tied at the top of the board with 13 frags. The roamers are doing so well this match, and speaking of roamers, I'm gonna be watching Boink here to see what he's going to do. He goes for that bomb off of the wall, kind of botches it a bit, but missing all his rockets all over the place. Meanwhile, Mixup getting very aggressive. Squid and Kapow both getting picks. AG in a lot of trouble, and Dust all going down here now, and Mixup are gonna win this mid. They need this win here too if they want to get this match back under their control.
Apparently the stream's down.
No!
Okay, looks like we're good. So Inda's going down there. That is a bit of a problem for AG, but I guess it's... Oh, Sweater getting taken out by Harblue. A very aggressive jump by him to net them a demo pick. They should not have any issues pushing this last with the demo down. They do not have to pop early. They can just hold it as long as they want. This is when I would opt for a sniper because they're going to expect there will be no traps and they'll expect to hold it as long as possible, but there is a pause.
Thank God. Yeah, guys, sorry about that stream drop there. Mixup took that mid. The score is still 2-1 though. AG still in the lead, but Mixup can take it right back here, and Dust died on that mid, and Smacka stayed alive. Mixup did so well on that mid there too. Just really nice aggression from their scouts, and by keeping Smack alive, they're looking to roll into last with this Uber. Sweater is spawning now, so they should be able to get up a trap. But yeah, this is Mixup's round right here.
Yeah, you know, Smacka is placed on the point right now. It will take them at least 5 seconds time to get over to a position where they can Uber into last. And Squid is on Sniper, which is exactly what I would expect him to do. That is the correct call to make. Boink sitting on top of the crates there to try to put down some entering rocket spam. And they're watching all their entrances right now. Kapow on heavy. He's flailing his little legs in the air. And
I just want to point out on the scoreboard over there, I'm looking on my right side screen, Harblue has the most points on the board, 14 frags, but the next 4 fragging positions are held by AG. Boink, Rando, Sweater, and Squitter. And so you can tell that AG are winning the frag counts in this match, but Mixup with that mid win have a chance to bring it back.
Yeah, they do have a chance to reel this one back in. If they take this round, then they're going to be looking pretty good and pretty confident going into that next round at mid because they won this mid pretty convincingly. I don't know if it was because of Boink's jump. I was not watching him. But, you know, I feel like it could just go either way. Their last holds have been so good that AG may just hold this. If they don't try to milk the Uber for as long as possible as they push in, they may not cap this last, and Squid is making sure that they will have to pop early or risk dropping their pocket or their medic, depending on which entrance they go through.
Yep. If you guys are just joining us here now in this match, this is Season 14 Invite Week 5 on Metalworks. We have the number 3 seed Mixup versus the number 5 seed AG, and this is an important match because it defines who's going to make LAN and who isn't. An important match for both of these teams. The score is 2-1, AG in the lead, and there's about 15 minutes left in the second half here. And this has been a back and forth match the entire time. I mean, the midpoint has exchanged hands more times than I have fingers. And not even to mention the second point there, and it's just been an incredible match to watch.
It has. I like you saying the little, I guess the same analogy I used. That didn't really make any sense, but hey, thanks for that. Not making me sound so weird for using it now.
I know. I just realized I was like, where have I heard that before? Wait a second. There it is.
Oh, you saved it to the old hard drive and used it right away, huh? Not even gonna credit me.
That's what happens when you have a long match that goes on forever. It's just like you just say whatever you got, and yeah. Shoutouts to Ruin.
Yes, I need those shoutouts. Well, I'm gonna look at the stats real quick. I want to see what's going on. I want to see who is pulling their weight and who is not. Let's take a look at Classic Mixup. Enigma, 19 and 24, still low on the damage. Moose, sitting at 6,600 damage. That is pretty low. When I get to the remainder of the damage on that team, you'll understand why that is a low number. Moose sitting at 5,900 damage at 20 frags and 23 deaths. They're just not putting out enough damage. I think they need to engage more. They need to get in the face of AG and put themselves in positions where they can do more damage because that's what that's telling. That's the story that these stats are telling me. And if we look at AG scouts, Squid 35 and 21 playing very well, 9,600 damage, and that's it's almost almost double Moose's damage. And Kapow at 19 and 17 playing a little bit less of an aggressive role than Squid, but still supporting fairly well. He is where he needs to be. and that's why it's 2-1.
Hmm.
It's that scout play.
But this is a crucial push here. I mean, for Mixup, they gotta make this one work if they want to get this round back. But we've seen AG and Mixup on, from both sides, able to hold last without Uber. And this is an interesting last point. It's one of the larger last points in the map rotation. And if you get an early enough force, you can use that wall in the back to sort of kite that Uber around before collapsing on the point. And it's really worked out well for both of these teams here on defense. The tough part is pushing in on offense with that Uber.
Yeah, and I am getting word that Platinum did crash, so I don't know if that's going to maybe throw a wrench in their plans to Uber into last as... Well, actually, I guess it's 2 minutes in the future, so it probably won't, but, as I say that, I remember that, of course, that this is in the future.
Yep.
And, I don't think that anything's really going to harm AG's chances at holding this because they seem to be very good at it. And, if the stream is wondering if you guys have teams in ESEA or at UGC or whatever, and you guys are playing this map, it is highly advised that you run off classes when you're defending. Things like Heavy that can get up to 450 health with a buff, which is just insane, are just really strong. I saw a slight unpause there. I don't know if you felt that.
Plat back in, yep. So that fourth point goes down for Mix-Up there. But with Platinum crashing and respawning, it's going to take him some time to get back here. And as we've seen, the second forward respawn on this map is very far away from the second point. So that's going to allow Sweater to get back up and maybe put up a trap there before Mix-Up make that push happen. But I don't know, this has been a really crazy match. We can speculate all day long, but it really comes down to the execution of Mix-Up. I mean, we've seen this push over and over again, and it's been botched.
Yeah, and I think that just comes down to Mix-Up and the refinement of their pushes. They're going to have to change something because it's not working, and they need this round bad. This is the second half. The clock is running down, and they need to make this round happen. No spoilers. I don't want to hear anything from anyone.
Yep.
I just want to see it.
Just want to take this moment here to thank you all for watching our stream. This is the second night in a row we've had over 1,000 viewers, and I just want to thank you all for your support here. This is some great TF2 action. Next week is going to be great as well. We do have Tryhards versus HRG on Granary, so be sure to check the schedule on teamfortress.tv for all that action. Also, don't forget that in the bottom corner we have a subscribe button. All the money there goes to support the casters, so we'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to this channel.
Of course, support TF2, support TFTV. For all your competitive needs, check out the site. And if you guys are new to TF2, probably not a whole lot of you that are in this stream, but if you are, check out teamfortress.tv, check out atf2.org if you want to get in this 6v6 action. It's hectic, it's crazy, it's fun, and team-based play is just great.
So, yeah, if you're just joining us, AG versus Mix-Up, we're still in the pause here in the second half, and Ruin, welcome to the world of, stalling.
Welcome to the world of stalling. Well, let's talk a little bit about this map. I think that the teams, well, obviously Mix-Up is and has voiced their opinion of this map. They do not really care for it. They were making jokes about putting Follower in next season. I don't know if you remember Follower, but it was a very long map, and it was kind of...
Snipers are so good.
Yeah, oh yeah, very, very sniper favored map. And I don't know, I kind of like Metalworks, and I saw a slight unpause there, but we'll continue talking, I suppose. I wouldn't opt in putting Follower back in the game. I would say put a new 5CP in the game. That's my opinion. I like 5CP maps, I like off maps, and there's the unpause. We'll be getting the action. Back to you now.
Professional stalling there, Ruin. I really like that one there. So it looks like, yeah, we are in pause. Mix-Up, it's their turn to push, and yeah, as Lang is reminding me, this is 2 minutes in the future, so Mix-Up could still go for this push here now. This is 2 minutes ahead as the Uber does come in. Platinum looking around. He does get the pick, or with the help of the rest of his teammates. Hardly gets two onto Rando and Sweater, and Mix-Up looking very strong on this push here. Kapow still on heavy, finally going down, and Mix-Up get that cap, so yeah, it is going to be 2-2. Mix-Up, great job on that push.
Yeah, now this mid is going to be so important when you think about momentum. Who is the momentum working for right now? I'm thinking it's leaning towards Mix. Rather, if Mix takes this mid, they're looking very good, and they will be riding that confidence into the next few rounds, I'm sure. So let's look at this mid and see what AG can do to stifle that
Yeah,
momentum.
Sweater hitting some early stickies onto the soldiers there as well. Hardblue goes for that bomb and does get it to go, but not before Sweater finishes them off with a well-placed pipe. 5-on-5 still at this mid. It's kind of slowly developed, but Mixup have point presence. Squid and Kapow, though, picking up 2 onto Seagull and Platinum out in the yard, and Smacka has backed himself out of mid, so looks like AG is going to clean up everything here and get that mid cap. So Mixup won the last mid, but AG take it right back.
Yeah, AG kind of favoring like you said, a slow developing mid. There wasn't a whole lot happening very fast, but it was unraveling very slow. Obviously, if it's not fast, it's slow. But AG looking to put aggression on this point. Hardblue bombs. Nobody checked the underpass, and that is a beautiful pop brought to you by Hardblue. They'll surely be able to kick them off of the point, and they'll have to retreat back to mid here. An Uber coming out from Smacka. Kind of hard to see as the frames are still broken from the pause.
But Mixup have the number advantage here off of that Uber pop, a better Uber, and actually now they're going to come into mid. 5-on-4, Sweater with a trap on the yard. It does take down Moose, and
that's where he dropped, I suppose, right there.
Right,
and
so that's going to put Mixup 2 down, and yeah, that stops that push.
There you go. So they were going to push there, but they decided to back up. Both teams at about even Uber right now. Actually, Indus probably slightly ahead. You know, I don't know what to say. I mean, AG is going to have the spawn advantage here. They need to, well, they don't need to make something happen, but if they want to have the round advantage, they will, and they'll probably be looking to do that with the small advantage that they do have right now. Indus now on 100% with Smacka only on 90, but if they decide to push in now, Smacka will already have it by the time they get there.
Yeah, it's just going to even itself out here once again. Boink from the alleyway looking for an angle. Side's better of it though here, and no, it actually does go for that bomb, and Platinum is able to take him out.
Right, and Sweater looking to put some stickies down, and he's going to be looking to deny Mixup's aggression to try to get into mid here as long as he can. That's what demos are best at, delaying the opponents or the opposing team as they are trying to encroach on your middle point. Again, my HUD is still broken. It's hard to see what's going on.
Both teams have an Uber here though, so 6-on-6 is that sort of 3-2 hold that we've been seeing all game long. My dog is upset at me right now. And yeah, Hardblue is looking to be hiding in that lobby, but it looks like Rando goes to contest him and Squid picks up the kill. So now AG have that 6-on-5 advantage that they want to push to 2.
Yeah, and you know you're watching high-level play. As I say that, the Uber comes in. It's going to be an Uber trade. However, Hardblue is down right now, so if they can maintain their health advantage in the high ground, Rando is looking to make a play onto the medic, but the medic backs out into the lobby. Boink trying to come in to follow up, but he goes down as well, just a couple seconds off. And now AG is 2 down. Mixup will be pushing into mid here with 6 players up. Enigma sees that there's a trap on the left, decides to go out through main, eats a little bit of damage, eats another bit. He's going to have to back up, grab the pack, and go back out through elbow. There's a lot of aggression coming out on the point onto AG, but Indust is backing out. He's not having any of it. Kapow going down to Moose in the yard. And they're going to be backing up and letting them have it pretty much for free here.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate that Kapow got picked off there, but that's going to allow Mixup to get that point back. And they could choose to push here while Kapow is respawning. It's going to be 6-on-5. They're looking to move through the yard. And this could be their chance to sort of upset this. Again, there's less than 15 minutes left in this second half. Score is 2-2. Anybody's game here now. Let's see how this develops.
Yep, we are in the same scenario that we continue to find ourselves in, where one team is holding the second. Hardblue's trying to make a bomb. He will not be able to make it happen, cannot connect those rockets, and just not able to get close enough. Platinum trying to peek in to see what he can do with his rockets, and AG may be looking to push here? They are looking to sneak in, but they get spotted by a scout. You gotta be careful, gotta watch for those 4 traps. Squid taking those traps out in the... Oh, Rando going out to... Yeah, Seagull sticky trap there.
Yeah, and with that trap, it's going to equalize things, but oh no, Mixup get forced by Boink in the lower lobby, so now they're going to be chasing out towards 2, and Dust has the Uber. He's backed himself off to his lobby very safely, and Harblue's going to go for a bomb to try and zone them out of the second point, but now AG are rotating themselves over towards the right with their scouts. They're going to be taking this Uber in here now as they pop on a Squid, and Kapow, looks like there's a scout behind it. That's Moose going to get taken down by Squid. AG still have a number advantage here with this Uber. They're trying to search for some other stuff. Kapow from the underpass takes down Hardblue. Sweater goes down to a bomb from Platinum, but AG still have a slight number advantage here. I don't think they can take it into mid though.
Yeah, I mean, with your demo down, it's much harder to push mid, and I do not think that AG will be pushing here because they need their demo. I don't agree with that Uber to stop the point. I mean, Indus does not usually like Ubering anything that not Rando. So I was a little confused to see that, but you know, the scouts were just simply too far. I feel like they should have tried to contest it just with what they had, you know, without using the Uber. Now the Uber coming in from Smacka. Finally, my HUD is fixed. Indust at 90%. A fight going over in the alleyway. Enigma taking out Boink. That's 2 down for AG. Hardblue pushing up pretty far, and they're going to be looking to make AG pop here without any... Whoa, Squid putting some aggression onto the point. I don't know why that is. And Hardblue jumping...
he's going to get forced from behind by Hardblue. Yeah, like you said, after Sweater goes down here as well. So AG are down 3 players to try and defend second point. That's not going to happen. They're going to have to back off to last, and Mixup are able to get control of that second point there. So things are going to even out here now.
And Indust landing an Uber saw onto Moose there as Moose was trying to finish off Indust, and a scout, Kapow, then finishing off that aggressive scout there. And Indust is now even, so they may be looking to just retake this point, and we may be back to a second hold scenario. I feel like I should be tallying this.
Hardblue there on Sniper from the lobby, looking for something. A soldier peeks out, but no, doesn't get that pick to go. And AG, this is a weird situation for them, you know? It's even Ubered, but they have that sort of situation where they could potentially push knowing that Mixup has a sniper.
Yeah, Hardblue on Sniper is going to be looking to angle his way in,
but
Platinum does manage to get Rando. Indust popping and just missing his pocket there. They'll have to back up. Smacka popping in response. They're going to be chasing, but they'll just probably want to grab the point. Platinum picking off Sweater. That will surely secure that point for Mixup. 3 down now. Hardblue still on Sniper, but it's not going to matter a whole lot. All they need to do is just take these heals in, and with their man advantage, they'll be able to just muscle their way onto this point. But a heavy coming in and instantly gets taken out. Rando jumping in, taking out 2, but Mixup taking that.
Yeah, that's going to make it 3-2 here in the second half, and you can see, like, Indust, you were saying earlier, has been having a decent game, but he's had 3 Uber drops right there. He just dropped his pocket, which cost his team the round, and that's the tough part of playing Medic, is, you know, your decisions will change what will happen for your entire team. So you can see AG there, that cost him the round, and now Mixup are up 3-2.
Yeah, and you know, one thing, well, I guess we'll talk about this mid and we'll talk about that after. Both scouts coming in on the lower side here. Rando looking to take his 300 health buff and do something with it. Hardblue jumping out on the demo, not able to make it happen. Platinum just sitting on the ground, he should go down as well. There's 2 scout fights going on the lower side, and there's just hectic everywhere. Both scouts of Mixup are now aggressing onto AG, and they will not be able to hold this. Kapow, the only one remaining, backing into house, looking to get that med pack with a Moose inch pursuit and able to take him out. So Mixup taking that mid fairly convincingly. Smacka still alive, and that is what counts when they're trying to push their second.
Yeah, that bomb from Boink is becoming just a little bit too predictable on mid, and Hardblue's bomb is working very well. And Mixup showing that their experience is what matters there, and they're looking to close out this match. They're up 3-2 here now, and this match really counts for them. And you can see that with that experience, it's really paying off for them in the execution. And now Smacka, 60% advantage over Indust. They're getting ready to push the second point.
Yeah, and Squid on Sniper trying to make something happen. He took a shot there, and he gave away the fact that they do have a sniper, so I'm not sure if anything's going to be able to happen here. Hardblue very hurt, looking to back up, getting body shot now down to 9 health. And Squid is just looking to delay, and they will delay long enough.
Go. Yeah, here it goes now. Platinum pops out of the lobby. He bombs in now, does get the sniper here with the help of Hardblue.
That soldier gets shot into the combo of AG. They should not contest this with Uber. Do not contest this with Uber.
Great air shot there from Boink to take down Seagull, and AG are going to come back in, but no, Mixup the back gap from behind to make it 4-2. Moose, great play there from him, and now Mixup are just pulling ahead, and this is looking bad for AG. They need to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, you know, one thing that I've noticed about Indust, as good of a medic as he is, he seems to be very antsy to use his Uber. And I know that he likes to contest points even when it's not advantageous to do so. They're pushing up just a little too far when they should have just held back at their last, and they may have been able to stop that back up. But we have another mid starting. This is a very important mid. AG needs to take this. Hardblue coming in for a bomb on the demo, jumping into their house, grabbing the med pack. We have Smacka going down. Both Platinum and Enigma are also down. 3 down for Mix, but Seagull sees an opening on the medic and is able to connect that final pipe as he falls to the ground on his descent, turning into Gibbs. But
yeah,
AG will secure this middle point. It is very important that they do so, and again, the ball is in AG's court. They have to cap 3 times if they want to win this match, and the clock is ticking.
Yeah, great job there from AG's scouts to clean up all the frags. I'm not sure how much time is left in this match. It can't be more than, a couple minutes left, but it's really AG's turn here to try and take a round back and try and even it out. They're down 2 though, and with not much time left, I think that's the reason why Indus is switching over to TrukTruk.
Yeah. Oh wow, Sweater just kind of finding himself behind enemy lines there, just pushed up a little too far and going down a little careless on his part. They needed to have their demo up. Mixup will just be pushing into mid here. Boink finding that scout, having to retreat, and Platinum getting very aggressive onto the combo, taking Boink and Rando out. And now Indus does have crits, but no demo to crits.
Yeah, no,
and they're using it on a scout. Biggest throws NA?
I don't know, they get Seagull with it, but that's not going to be enough. They lose their medic and scout and demo man as Hardblue picks him off in the lobby. Moose comes in to clean up Kapow, and that's a complete wipe from AG. Now Mixup in the complete power position. This looks to be the match here now. They're going to get the 4th point down for free. Smacka has large over advantage over anybody in AG, and this could be the match right here.
Yep,
Desperate heavy soldier play from forward spawn doesn't work.
Yeah, and I'm just going to go ahead and call it. I'm going to say this is probably the end of the match, as Smacka does have full Uber advantage. Again, echoing what I said, Indust is very antsy when it comes to using that Uber. He just wanted to use it. He should have just held it and waited for an opportunity to use it on his demo. And Smacka getting very hurt there. Squid with a flank from behind taking out Hardblue, but Seagull taking him out. There's 4 members down for AG, only 2 down for Mixup. Only Boink remains, and this is surely going to be Mixup's round, making it 5-2.
Wow. So, I mean, that was a close match, Ruin. The first half was really back and forth. I mean, it was 1-1 at the end of the first half there. There was so much going on between, stopping last points without Uber to, the midpoint changing hands so many times, but that second half is what really did it in for AG, and Mixup were able to capitalize.
Yeah, I mean, it just got a little messy, and I'm sure the atmosphere in AG's Mumble just began to dilapidate a little bit, as there were 3 drops and, dropping the pocket. People get frustrated because they feel like they're playing well, and then other people aren't holding it together on their end. And it just turns into a cesspool. And if that happens in your Mumble, then you are out of luck. You are certainly going to lose that match, because you need to have a positive atmosphere and everyone needs to be feeling good and playing good. But I'd be interested in getting maybe an interview going.
Yep, we're definitely going to have a post-match interview with Classic Mixup. Kurt has the stats on the board for us, and Dust with 4 Uber drops there. Kind of brutal. But it was it was still a close match despite that. Squitter and Rando both had great games, but it seemed like almost every player on their team did break into 5 digits. Meanwhile, on Mixup's side, they didn't have the same damage numbers. I mean, Platinum had almost 20,000 damage, and that is an incredible number there. But it was the execution. Those final rounds went by so quickly.
Yes, it did.
So we have the members of Classic Mixup here. Congratulations on your win, guys.
Thank you very much, Slin.
Yeah, we had some excellent plays coming out from you, Hardblue. Some very, very clutch plays, some good pops, excellent play all around. Platinum, I have a question for you. How does it feel to do the most damage in the server by at least a margin of 2,500, almost 3,000?
He's not in here.
Good grief. Do you want to answer for him,
I'll
Harb?
be Platinum. It feels really great. I'm finally getting back on my game, and all these kids are bad, and I'm going to control everyone. That's Platinum.
That's Platinum. There you go.
Oh, sorry, I just heard my name. Sorry.
What do you have to say about top damaging by almost 3,000?
I don't know, I just slowed down my shots, and I was hitting more than I have been all season, because I was trying to rush it the rest of the season. I just slowed it down tonight, and it was just a lot easier to hit shots when you slow it down.
Yeah, it's really nice to see you getting back into form. It's a treat for the viewers. It's a treat for everyone. My next question is for Seagull. You managed to make Indus drop several times with your intuitive sticky traps. I know one was in the ammo box, and I know one was on the tin near the second point. Did you expect to get the medic to drop with those sticky spots?
Not at all. Almost all of them were sort of lucky. I mean, at least one of them were kind of blind at, and the other one is just, it turns out that when the team came around the end of the corner, none of them looked behind them for a sticky trap. It's sort of like, yeah, the medic can't really do much about it if his teammates don't look for a sticky trap, and it kind of sucks.
So modest, so modest. Eagle.
Calls out
Yeah.
the rest of them.
And that goes to show you guys that if your team is not checking those sticky traps for you, you're going to be in big trouble. People like Seagull will just chew you up. Slin, do you have any questions?
No, I just want to congratulate you guys. I mean, that was probably the best match we watched this season, and it was really well played.
Yeah. Oh, and Enigma, that was a beautiful back cap, I believe.
Moose.
That was Moose,
The
of course. Moose, was that you? Was that Dabes?
Yeah, that was me, dude.
Yeah, for those of you who aren't aware, Dabes is Moose, the legend himself. Did you got a pick with that too, right? You got a pick and then you went around?
Yeah. I ran into a scout 1v1, and then I got
Took him out and you went for that back cap and that netted you that round. That was very good play from you. I believe that's all the questions I have.
Yeah, I just liked Enigma's little engineer play pushing last. I thought it was pretty cool.
We tried that the first time in like our scrim before the match. We're like, let's try this out because last is so hard to push on this map. And yeah, it ended up. I don't know if it worked.
It didn't work. We got rolled back and lost the round.
Okay, it didn't work, but it was fun.
Yeah, you guys have a pretty easy week next week. I guess you're playing Vector and Root +6, but you'll be playing the Tryhards and Gully Wash. Are you guys feeling good about that now that you're solidified into third place?
I think we're definitely looking forward to having a rematch against
every
them.
time we play, we get a little bit more cohesion, so it's
Yeah.
definitely helpful.
Our
I guess that's
GFIT
one more
match
question we
was
could
not
ask.
Good against them.
I mean, Smacka, this is of course it's your first season on Medic. How are you coping with that?
Feel like
How's
a
that
lost
working out?
puppy.
It's different.
It's definitely different. There's way more things to think about constantly than other classes, but it's certainly it's challenging and fun because of it. I never
Yeah.
thought in a million years I would enjoy playing this class, but
Wait, you're
it
enjoying
is
it?
fun. Yeah.
Are you out of your mind?
Having fun. Don't jinx it.
I mean, yeah, it's good times.
Who knew fun can be had in TF2?
Whoa. Indeed.
All right,
So,
well,
5-2 victory, pretty convincing. We're looking forward to that match against, was it Tryhards on Gully?
I don't know. Gotta check
Yep.
schedule.
that'll be
Yeah.
2 weeks out.
So that should be a good match. Enigma, I know you probably didn't play up to your standards tonight, and I'm just going to address the elephant in the room. Can we expect a different Enigma in that match, Tryhards against Gully Wash? Well, Tryhards against you guys on Gully Wash.
He's not
No.
here, but in his defense, he was lagging the entire game up until the last 2
He
minutes
wasn't
of the game. He left.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the server was getting DDoSed. I think a few times we had to pause just for both teams getting DDoSed. But I think Enigma was just lagging the whole time.
Yeah, I did see that he was upwards of 100 ping. And
It was more. Sorry to cut you off. It was more warpy than just 100 ping. He said everybody was warping all over the place.
probably DDoS.
Yeah.
There was a point in the first half of that game. My entire game froze as we were pushing through a corridor for like 3 or 4 seconds because there were people around. I tried to Uber while it was frozen. I saw the little message pop up, like when you have an Uber bind. But the Uber never went. It was interesting, but
I'm going to
it
get that
ended up being
tattooed.
better.
Get that tattooed on the inside of my eyelids. The Uber never went. Smacka
Uber.
2013. Well, I think that's all I've got for you. Slin, you have any other questions before we ask for shoutouts?
No, just go for the shoutouts.
All right, we might as well start at the top. Hardblue, do you have any shoutouts?
Shoutouts to Marissa. Love you, Marissa.
Boom. Moose, do you have any shoutouts for the stream, for the TF2 community?
Not really.
Not really. All right. Platinum.
Shout out to whoever DDoS the server. Enigma will find you.
He probably will. All that money from TFTV, he's probably rich. Seagull, do you have any shoutouts for tonight?
Shout out to Platinum for reminding me about ammo pack traps.
Dang. He's got that insight. And Smacka, do you have any shoutouts for us?
Shout out to everyone that thinks I'm always depressed.
All right.
I'm never depressed.
Shout out to Unforgivable.
And there you go. Slin, would you like to take us out?
Yeah, on behalf of TrukTruk, our cameraman, my co-caster Ruin, and myself, Mr. Slin, thank you so much for watching us tonight. Don't forget to catch us next week. We'll have Tryhards versus HRG on Granary. That'll be a great match to watch. And thank you for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow, no, next week.
Yes. It's so much fun. We'll see you next week.